to our talk here today. I'm so happy to introduce Sreymom, who will be joining us today from Cambodia. Sreymom is the Gender Equality Officer at Planète Enfant and Development in Cambodia. She has studied a Bachelor of Business Administration in Marketing and has a master's degree in Business Administration for Entrepreneurship Management. She is very passionate about working in gender development and promoting gender justice in Cambodia. Beginning her career in 2011, she has been the Cambodian Youth Representative for Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights for the Asia Pacific region. She has researched gender norms, innovation, and adaptation. She has empowered adult women in literacy, empowered girls in education for prevention of sex trafficking, and she has worked in peace development through yoga, meditation, and now mainstreaming gender equality into early childhood education and development. So thank you so much, Sreymom, for joining us here today. We're very lucky to have you with us. So just to begin, I would love to ask you, Sreymom, what does social justice mean to you, and why is it important to include women in social justice initiatives?
Yes, thank you so much for. First of all, would like to thank to hear my voice for inviting me to be a speaker today, and also thank you for the you know ambulance for the question, very important question, why social justice is important. But to me, I think that when we talk about social justice, we talk about equality, we talk about fairness, we talk about people like have the same rights, the same access, the same treatment. So I think that social justice to me is very important, especially to include women in those areas of development, in those areas of it's especially about gender equality that I work for. So this is very important to me that we talk about social justice. When we talk about social justice, we talk about equality. So that is the point.
My follow-up question to that is, why do you think it's important to include women in social justice initiatives?
Yeah, thank you so much for the question. That just remind me to add on that is about the role of women in is very important. Like I like the word when they say that when you invest with women, it's mean that you invest with next generation. So it's just like the role of women in social justice is very important already. When is the capacity building for women, when to try to be also empower women in education, empower women in leadership, empowerment in economic development. It's just a kind of the way of the role of the woman can be transformed into the next generations itself. And it's just like when women, they play very important role in communities and society. When women they get um uh when women is just like get the knowledge experience that they are already to be transformed to the next generation. And it just like the way of the women, when they have like a capacity and enough capacity and enough knowledge and experience, that they would be building this self confidence, the self it's just like when they building the self confidence, and they would ask for justice when if they get any situation, that any condition that they people like treat them in not injustice. So they just like they are ready to speak out for justice, something like that. So yeah, that's all.
Thank you so much for that response, Mom. Now, my final question for you today is, what are some of the challenges that you personally have faced as a woman working in social justice, and how do you address these challenges?
Thank you so much for the question. I think that for working as a woman in social justice, there's a lot of challenge, especially like gender norm. For example, like early childhood education that we have to that I working right now. It's just like try to change, the gender transformative behavior change for those parents from taking solution with us. For example, they teaching both men and both boy and girl equally. For example, they're not going before they used to take the girl that you don't have to wear 60 because it can be the cause of attempting rape. But by the way, we try to stay informed that you teach the boy not to be, do any harmful to any woman, something like that. They just like raise the boy and girl the same equality together, and and try to be we try to change those harmful norms as well. And also another challenge is about laws enforcement. Is about like what is it, government policy as well as about like GBVs, like in the best violence, just like we try to giving support for those women who are in need for like they can put complaint to the court case, not because they can find it justice before, just like the people women, they are very scared about put complaint to the court because they think that I might not get it justice. But by the way, just like try to provide a counseling or law support to them, like you just try to support them. It is okay to be put complaining to the court, and that we try to raise our voice to say that the court must be respectful to those women, not no matter what they are coming from, the poor family, they from rural areas or whatever. So something like that as the challenges that I face as well. Yes, so another challenging is about it just like being it's challenging for setting this. I think that it just like you have to break through our gender stereotype, and just myself, I have to break through our gender the bar as well. It's just like the bar that keep me in. I cannot what is it? I cannot show my potential because the gender bar, like they say that women in my Cambodia, there is a strong negative gender norm. They say that women cannot cannot diving deep and going far. So I think that just try to make change that into the women can diving deep and going far. Something at the same example as yes, the challenging. And I myself have to get through that. So yeah, that's all challenging. And I hope that I answered the question.
Yes, you have, and we're so thankful for you for joining us today, Sreymom. I'm going to thank you on behalf of all of us at Hear My Voice Women's Network for joining and discussing social justice with us today.